Hello, my name is Val Felipe, and today I'll be teaching you how to subtract rational expressions, specifically factor denominators. So you may be asking yourself, what is a factor denominator? So a factor denominator is a fraction where the denominator has a factored expression rather than a whole number. The equation above reads 2 over x plus 2 minus 1 over x minus 5. So this rational expression represents factor denominators because of the x plus 2 and the x minus 5. The equation below is 2 over 4 minus 1 over 4, which is obviously 1 over 4. So this is not a factor denominator because it has whole numbers like 4 and 4. So pretty much to solve any rational expression with factor denominators, you have to first make sure that the denominators are equal or have same value. Alright, so to better our understanding of subtracting rational expressions with factored denominators, we'll be going over 3 different examples. So our first example or equation is 7 over x minus 4 over x squared. So before we subtract, we need to make sure we have common denominators. So currently, we do not have common denominators. We have x and x squared. So to get common denominators, we would first have to multiply the first fraction by x over x. So the reason why we're going to do that to the first fraction is because x times x is x squared, which gives us common denominators. So we can go ahead and rewrite this problem as 7x over x squared minus 4 over x squared. Alright, so now that we have similar denominators, we can rewrite this whole problem right here as a single fraction. So this would look like 7x minus 4 over x squared, which is our answer. Awesome. So our next question is 6 over x plus 2 minus 5 over x minus 3. Let me make that better. So to really go about this question, we would have to make sure that these two denominators are common, right? So to do this, all we would have to do is multiply this over here and multiply this part to over here. So it looks something like this. We would go ahead and multiply the second fraction by this factor denominator, which is x plus 2. And whatever you do to the bottom, you must have to do to the top. And then we would go ahead and multiply this fraction by this factor denominator, which is x minus 3. So we're going to go ahead and drop this down and rewrite it as 6, and then in parentheses, x minus 3. And then our new denominator is x minus 3, x plus 2. And you're going to subtract this part by 5, and then x plus 2 over our now same denominator. So it should look something like this. So now that our equation has similar common denominators, x minus 3, x plus 2, and then x minus 3, x plus 2 on that side, we can go ahead and drop this down again and rewrite this expression as one single fraction, which would look like this. 6, and then x minus 3 subtracted by 5, and then x plus 2, and then this would be over x minus 3, x plus 2. We can go ahead and simplify the numerator, right? So to do this, all we would have to do is distribute these two parts. So we'll go ahead and break this in half again. So we'll have 6x minus 3, and then subtracted by 5x plus 2. So we're going to go ahead and rewrite it here so it gives us space to solve. So what I mean by distribute is we're going to go ahead and grab this 6 and multiply it with the x and multiply it with the 3. And we'll do the same with the 5. Multiply it by the x, and then this time we'll multiply it by the 2. So 6 times x gives us 6x. And then 6 times negative 3 is negative 18, subtracted by 5x plus and then 5 times 2 is 20. So 6x minus 5x gives us x, and then negative 18 plus 10 will give us minus 28. So we'll go ahead and take this new numerator and we'll go ahead and substitute it for this long part right here, because these two are the same thing, right? We went ahead and simplified this numerator up here, which got us to x minus 28. So now our answer for this problem up here is x minus 28 over x minus 3, x plus 2. Right there. So we're going to go ahead and do one more question. Awesome. So our last and final problem is x minus 1 over x squared minus x minus 6 subtracted by 4 over 5x plus 10. So right off the bat, you can tell that our first fraction contains a much different factor denominator compared to our first and second question. So moving forward, we can go ahead and simplify both of these factor denominators. So I'll go ahead and write them off to the side. So we can go ahead and simplify them. So this factor denominator, 5x plus 10, we can simplify it by factoring out 5, which would be 5 and then x plus 2. And then since it's 5x, and because it's 5 over x plus 2, we can just distribute it, which would give us 5x plus 10, which is right here, right? And then to simplify this trinomial, we would just factor it. Based on our knowledge, it'd be x minus 3 and then x plus 2. So given these simplified rational denominators, we can go ahead and rewrite the problem as x minus 1 over x minus 3, x plus 2, subtracted by 4 over 5, x plus 2. Like that. Now, if we look closely, both of these fractions that are part of the expression, they share the least common multiple, which is x plus 2 and x plus 2. Let me go ahead and highlight this better. So this just means that we won't have to go ahead and multiply x minus 3, x plus 2 on this side, and then multiply 5, x plus 2 on this side. We would only have to do 5 and x minus 3, since both of these fractions that are part of the expression share x plus 2. So knowing that information, we can go ahead and subtract the first fraction by just 5 on the top and bottom, right? And then we would just have to multiply the second fraction by x minus 3. So I'll go ahead and rewrite it as 5 and then x minus 1 subtracted by 4 x minus 3 all over 5 x plus 2 x minus 3. So much like how we did up here where we went ahead and simplified the numerator on problem 3, we'll go ahead and apply this to step 3 and simplify this numerator. And then simplifying it, all it'll take is to distribute these two parts, right? The 5 times x, 5 times 1, and then the same on this side. So 5 times x gives us 5x, and then minus 5 times 1 is 5, subtracted by 4 times x is 4x, and then negative 4 times negative 3 gives us a plus 12. And this would be over the 5x plus 2, x minus 3. It looks like we're done, but we can even simplify this more. So we would take the 5x and the 4x and subtract it, which gives us x. And then 12, or negative 5 minus 12, or sorry, negative 5 plus 12 gives us 7, which is x plus 7 now, and then 5. We go ahead and rewrite the denominator because we did nothing. We didn't touch that part. And then there you go. That's our answer right there. X plus 7 over 5x plus 2, x minus 3. Sorry, my handwriting got a little sloppy there. But yeah, So that's how you subtract irrational expressions with factor denominators. So all you have to really remember is just to make sure you have common denominators. And once you do that, you're bound to pretty much solve the problem after getting common denominators. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the vid, hope this makes sense, and hope you learned something from it. Thank you.